The power of a growth mindset. Jordan's journey to success. Jordan had always been the kind of person who questioned his own potential. Growing up in a small town where the future seemed mapped out for most people, low-wage jobs and few opportunities, he couldn't help but feel like success was something that happened to other people, not him. His family, though loving, struggled with their own financial difficulties. It wasn't a life that encouraged big dreams, and Jordan had internalized that idea early on. After high school, he made the decision to attend college, hoping education would be his way out. But life had other plans, financial pressures mounted, and Jordan found himself dropping out halfway through his second semester. He couldn't afford tuition anymore, and the reality of this situation hit hard. Instead of following a clear path to success, he was left trying to piece together a future from the wreckage of a broken plan. He found work in a series of dead-end jobs, waiting tables, working in retail, and doing odd tasks that barely paid the bills. With each passing day, he felt more disconnected from the dreams he once had. The voice in his head, once a quiet murmur, became louder. "You're not cut out for this. You'll never make it." Jordan had always dreamed of starting his own business, of being his own boss, but the thought seemed almost laughable. He wasn't smart enough, didn't have the right skills, or the right background. Those dreams felt as though they were reserved for other people who had connections, money, and the right upbringing. Every time he thought about taking a leap into the unknown, that nagging inner critic was there, reinforcing his deepest fears. "You'll fail like everyone else in your family. This is just your lot in life." Things seemed to only get worse. Jordan lost his job when the restaurant he worked at shut down. His car broke down beyond repair, leaving him stranded without any way to get around. Then, his landlord handed him an eviction notice because he couldn't afford rent anymore. All his hard work to stay afloat felt like it had been for nothing, and he reached a breaking point. That's when he reached out to Sophia. Sophia was Jordan's childhood friend, and though they'd lost touch over the years, she'd always been someone Jordan admired. She had become a self-made entrepreneur, building a successful online business from the ground up. Sophia had grown up in the same small town, had faced many of the same struggles, but somehow she had managed to break free. Jordan was feeling defeated when he called her, his voice shaking. "I just don't know what to do anymore, Sophia. I've tried everything, and nothing ever works out. Maybe I'm just not meant for success." Sophia listened to him for a while, then said something that changed everything. "Jordan, your thoughts are building the walls of your prison. Change your mindset, and you'll change your world." At first, Jordan didn't quite understand. "What do you mean? I'm just trying to survive here." Sophia explained that the way he viewed himself and the world around him was shaping his reality. She told him about the concept of a growth mindset, the belief that intelligence, talent, and abilities aren't fixed traits, but can be developed over time with effort, learning, and perseverance. Sophia had adopted this mindset early on, and it had made all the difference in her life. She encouraged Jordan to shift his perspective. Instead of seeing challenges as insurmountable obstacles, he could see them as opportunities for growth. Instead of doubting his abilities, he could focus on learning and improving. "You're not stuck in a box unless you believe you are," she told him. Jordan was skeptical. He had always believed that success was for the lucky or the exceptional, not for someone like him. But with nothing to lose, he decided to give it a shot. He'd spent so much time trapped in self-doubt and negative thinking that maybe, just maybe, changing his thoughts could help him break free. Sophia gave Jordan a few simple exercises to start with. She asked him to write down one limiting belief he had about himself. Jordan wrote, "I'm not smart enough to start a business." Then, she asked him to replace it with an empowering belief, "I am capable of learning new skills and building a business if I work hard at it." It felt awkward at first. Jordan wasn't used to positive self-talk, but every morning, he forced himself to repeat the new belief, "I am capable of learning and growing every day." Over time, it started to feel more natural. He began to notice a slight shift in his thinking. He wasn't as afraid of failure anymore. He understood that failure wasn't a sign of inadequacy, but an opportunity to learn and improve. Sophie also suggested he surround himself with people who would support his growth. Change your environment, and you'll change your results, she said. Jordan began to distance himself from the people who fed into his negative mindset and instead joined online communities of aspiring entrepreneurs. He surrounded himself with people who were trying, failing, and learning. People who believed in progress, not perfection. He also started taking small actions every day. He didn't immediately launch a business. He began by saving money to enroll in an online course about entrepreneurship. Every time he made progress, no matter how small, he celebrated it. It was about building momentum. A few months later, Jordan had enough savings to take the course Sophia had recommended. He immersed himself in learning, marketing strategies, business planning, financial management. Jordan also began experimenting with small projects, selling custom-designed t-shirts online, something he always enjoyed doing in his spare time. Things didn't always go smoothly. He made mistakes, faced setbacks, and had moments of doubt, but he no longer saw these as signs to quit. Instead, he embraced them as opportunities to learn and grow. Every failure became a lesson, and each success, no matter how small, was a reason to celebrate. After almost a year of hard work, Jordan officially launched his own digital marketing business. It was a modest start, but it was a start nonetheless. His persistence and growth mindset had paid off. Jordan's story didn't stop there. Within 3 years, his business expanded, and he was able to hire a small team. He moved into a home of his own and began mentoring other aspiring entrepreneurs, sharing the lessons he had learned about the power of mindset. Jordan's story is a powerful reminder that mindset matters. He didn't start out with extraordinary skills or resources. What made the difference was his decision to change the way he thought about himself and his potential. Today, he continues to apply the growth mindset to every aspect of his life. He knows that challenges are a natural part of the journey, and rather than shrinking from them, he faces them head-on, knowing that every setback is a step toward growth. Success isn't about being the smartest or the most talented. It's about being willing to grow, learn, and push past your limits. Jordan now says. So how can you, like Jordan, cultivate a winning attitude and start transforming your life? Recognize your limiting beliefs. Start by identifying the negative thoughts that are holding you back. Replace them with positive affirmations and beliefs that empower you to grow. Surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with people who uplift and support your growth. Find communities where you can learn and grow together. Through small actions and a shift in perspective, Jordan transforms his life and starts his own business. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Instead of fearing mistakes, see them as stepping stones towards success. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Instead of fearing mistakes, see them as stepping stones towards success. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Instead of fearing mistakes, see them as stepping stones towards success. Take consistent, small actions. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start small and keep building momentum. Remember, you are capable of learning, growing, and achieving greatness. Your mindset will shape your future, so choose to make it a powerful one. If Jordan's story resonated with you, it's time to take action. Write down one limiting belief that's holding you back and transform it into an empowering thought. Take a small step today toward your goals. Whether it's learning something new, connecting with supportive people, or taking action on a long-held dream. Share your journey in the comments below. Let's build a community of growth and success together. And if you found value in this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.